Hindustan Aeronautics is expected to get the approval to fund its project to develop a futuristic high-altitude Pseudo satellite this month, and it will take a minimum of 4 years to develop the high-altitude Pseudo satellite. It will weigh more than 500 kilograms, and will be solar-energized and can fly at 70,000 feet for a period of 3 months, and will act as a bridge between the unmanned aerial vehicles and the conventional satellites. It will also be aligned with the combat air teaming system, and could coordinate in strike missions, providing communication to the troops with real-time video feeds and images. The Indian Army had signed a contract with the Indian private sector firm ideaForge in January 2021 to buy undisclosed quantities of a high-altitude variant of the Switch unmanned air vehicles worth $20 million, and the delivery of these systems was expected to start over a period of 1 year. As per latest reports, 4 units of Switch tactical unmanned air vehicles have been delivered to the Indian Army, that have been deployed at the line of actual control, and these fixed-wing vertical takeoff and landing UAVs will be used for day and night intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance missions. The Indian Armed Forces will approach the government to procure a minimum quantity of the already selected Russian Ka-226 helicopters in a flyaway condition due to critical operational necessity. A single Ka-226 in flyaway condition will cost $6 million, while the per unit cost of the Ka-226 to be made in India will cost $11 million due to associated costs of land acquisition, manpower and technology transfers. The contract for local production for 200 Ka-226 helicopters is still stuck at the technical evaluation stage, as Russia is offering slightly lower indigenous content than asked by India. The Greek Foreign Minister Nikos Dendias has said that India, Greece and UAE will soon establish a trilateral dialogue, and Greece is separately working to develop a strategic partnership with India. This statement comes after recent Greek media report that the Greek Air Force should procure a BrahMos air-launched missile variant that can be equipped on its 18 Rafale fighter jets that will start delivery by the end of 2022. Greece might be interested in the mini version of the BrahMos missile known as BrahMos-NG, that will be 5 meters in length and 50 centimeters in diameter, making BrahMos-NG 50% lighter and 3 meters shorter than its predecessor, but will have a range of 290 kilometers and a speed of Mach 3.5. The Indian Navy has issued an expression of interest for the development of defense testing infrastructure for unmanned aircraft systems under the Defense Testing Infrastructure Scheme of the government. This testing facility for unmanned aircraft systems will provide the necessary mechanical, electrical, electronic and flight testing infrastructure required for promoting and facilitating unmanned aircraft development in the country. Indian Armed Forces are estimated to procure unmanned aircraft systems worth $3 billion over the next 10 years from domestic manufacturers, which will lead to increased testing demand. Tata Lockheed Martin Aerostructures Limited has announced that the Indian facility in Hyderabad has increased the indigenization of C-130 manufacturing. The Indian facility is the sole supplier for the tail assembly, and over 90% of parts that go into the C-130J aircraft tail assembly are now manufactured at the Indian facility, and these made-in-India tail assemblies are installed on all new Super Hercules aircraft produced in Georgia, United States. The Indian Navy has announced that it has prohibited flying of non-conventional aerial objects like drones and UAVs within 3 kilometers of naval bases and naval assets. Any non-conventional aerial object found violating this prohibition will be destroyed or confiscated without any liability, and additional actions may be initiated against the operator. In an apparent bid to copy India's Special Frontier Force, the Chinese army is inducting Tibetan youth from the Tibetan Autonomous Region, and is training its Tibetan troops for special operations in high-altitude areas. The Tibetan youth have anti-Chinese sentiment, due to which they had to go through a number of loyalty tests, that includes learning the mainland Chinese language and following their practices.